The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you have the Dow Industrials up 146, Nasdaq's up 16, S&Ps are up 14, gold contract down $2, trading $1,316. We have silver down 3 cents, $17.22. Light sweet crude 61.71. Notes, 10-year note, down 9 ticks, 123.15, 30-year bond off 17, 151.25, and good old King Dollar still can't handle higher price. Down 300 ticks, 91.595. Bottom line, we get another day. Dow Industrials decide to take it over today. Nasdaq.
Where's your hat, man? Where's your Dow 25,000 hat?
I know,
you
man.
Forgot it at home, man. Every day.
Totally.
Get it. Dow 30,000 next. Let's go. What's happening?
Yeah. The Dow's up 0.5%. The S&P's 0.3, and the Nasdaq 0.2. And that's the Nasdaq after it's already gone up 2.3%, folks.
Quite a start to
in
the
2
year,
days.
right?
Cooking. Now we're talking about quite a start to the year. Let's get to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And folks, every trading day right here, you want to understand options upside down, futures upside down. Wherever you are listening right now, remember, you can go right to your cell phone, you go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. 45 minutes from now, great program. Kevin Hinks, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, O'Brien family. How's everything going?
Happy New Year, man. Hey, we got some action, huh? How about
Good
it?
to talk to you guys.
Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, totally. We not only get action, we've been freezing here, Kevin. It's been
don't
50
tell Kevin
degrees.
about freezing. My God.
I'm just joking. We heard how cold it is in Chicago, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Full disclosure, I just left South Florida yesterday.
A good, perfect.
I've been in Florida this whole time since Christmas.
Yeah.
Smart man, that Kevin.
Yeah.
So today, I can complain about the weather. Not up until now, although you guys are getting some unseasonably cold weather.
For Florida, we're getting some cold,
Yeah.
man. 40 degrees when you wake up and that's cold for Florida.
Yeah.
But it helps keep things in perspective. Always
That's
in life.
amazing.
Keep things in
Yeah,
perspective.
Ours was 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So, right, and it's going to be below 0 tonight, but by Sunday, we're going to be up in the 30s, so that's a heat wave in Chicago.
Oh, you'll have your shots on, man. You'll be all set. You're gonna be playing rugby out there. I can see it right now. No doubt, man. No
What do you
doubt.
guys think about this ADP payroll number?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big number. Looking for 188, coming in 250. The payrolls. And remember something for your listeners about the ADP payroll report. That's all private payrolls. That's no government in that number. So 250,000 private payrolls. That's a big number.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
It is a big number.
Yeah.
There's no
That's
doubt.
what made bond futures break and made 10-year yields go towards, we're 248.
Yeah.
If we get a big number tomorrow and we get some wages, 2.5 in the 10-year yield is not far away.
No, it's not. It's not. And, that's going to, I think, for this year, that's going to be the big question, right?
Yeah.
Is it really going to go?
Well, and the question is, remember, this market rallied on low interest rates, right? From years ago, right? You can say there's been cheap money, low interest rates this whole time. But I had people texting me all day yesterday. When is this market going to stop? What's it going to do? Well, higher interest rates could slow this market. Right? That is something
I would agree,
that could,
for sure.
Not say it will,
No.
because higher interest rate means a healthy economy, but higher interest rates could slow some of the market and cause a rotation out of some stocks into others.
Yeah, this morning, Kevin, I'm writing a newsletter, and I'm saying to myself, what happened, folks, is that, Japan and Taiwan were closed for 3 days. Well, they opened up last night. They opened up 3%.
Big, right. The Nikkei was up big.
Exactly.
It's a party, man.
3.26%.
Right.
That's a number, man.
So it's a big number. And, this dollar, if rates are going up, like the dollar's going down, that's still going to make stocks cheap.
Yep.
Dollar-wise.
That's right.
So cheap might be the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying.
Better with a lower dollar. Make no mistake.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So a dollar is bullish. I mean, a higher 10-year yield is bullish for bank stocks and any financial. So you've got a lot of things going on here. Very interesting little oil trade. You've got oil inventories coming up here in about 19 minutes, and you've got oil really close to unchanged here.
Yeah. And you know what you're doing here, and this is going to be kind of intriguing, Kevin, because what we're doing, we're going into the downdraft from 2014. I mean, that supply line's pretty big. And if we break it, folks, if we break this like 62.58, man, that means that, technically oil could go to 107. It's like, really? Right? Is that what we're doing?
That'd be mind-blowing from that $27 price we saw.
I think the Iran uncertainty is fueling this market. I think there's uncertainty in Venezuela right now. I think with OPEC and Russia together, I think you've got a lot of bullish things going on right now in oil, but some of them could be temporary.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I would be very cognizant of an oil rally up here. I would be keeping my powder dry. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
$60.
You've got a number coming out, and then that'll be it until, in terms of micro data until rig counts on Friday.
Right. And then, of course, we get natural gas, I mean, with this cold weather, natural gas finally start cracking the $3 level, but
She's kind of hanging there for the last
an interesting oil trade, though, for the rest of the day as we digest this inventory number.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt about it, man. And, it'll be interesting, Apple's approaching those highs, Kevin.
Yep.
It's going to be like, okay, they're challenging that battery deal. I mean, that is definitely a challenge for them. But we'll see if it's just going to get up and over and the Apple cult continues.
Yeah, Apple's got in kind of some rare territory here in that Apple is working with some negative headlines that they don't normally get.
I know.
That's not comfortable for them to be working with negative headlines. So I think it'll be interesting to see how Apple trades and its beta to the overall market.
I had talked about Kevin last week. I was one of the guys. I had a 6. My 6, but the battery was the worst part of it. Yeah. And then my phone was really slow. So I said, why would I be a fool and spend money on a battery to replace on a slow phone? So I feel like I got played because I bought an 8, and then the after fact they say, you can get a new battery for $29. But meanwhile, the real point is, if I hadn't gotten an 8 yet, I would just buy a $29 battery. Whereas maybe I was just about to buy an $800 phone. Right. So maybe that pushes back some of those sales. And in my head, I don't like that, so it's not a good feeling like you're talking about, Kevin. I mean, and I'm an Apple fan.
And that's a first for an Apple.
It's a first. I've never really felt like, man, I kind of got worked there. That was not nice. That was not good. It's a bad feeling, and you're right. I mean, Apple's not used to dealing with that, especially from fans, and I'm a fan.
I learned this. They taught us this very hard when I was at Goldman Sachs. They said reputational risk will cost you much more money than any trading loss you can have. So reputational risk is big with these mature companies. Apple right now kind of working on some like I said, some poor headline. Now the stock's up almost $1 today, so it's going along with the overall market, but a rare case where Apple is dealing with some negative headlines.
Yeah. And we'll see how the next year goes with that, right? I mean, how that, yeah.
Listen, folks, right here, every trading day, you want to understand defined risk. You want to understand strategies in the option market. You want to understand futures. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin, have a great one. Have a safe one. Look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Happy New Year, O'Brien. It's great to be back.
Happy New Year, man. Great to have you back, man. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. You get the Dow up 153. Nasdaq's up 19. S&Ps are up 14.5. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 153. You get the Nasdaq up 17. S&Ps are up 14.5. Let's go inside that Dow and see what's putting juice into it today. So point-wise, Goldman.
The big boys.
Yep. Goldman putting 38 points, positive. IBM 20. That was putting. IBM was the new movie yesterday too.
Yeah.
3M 17. American Express 11. United Health 11. Taken away from it. Interesting. Intel's getting hit again. That's negative 15.
Now, what's remarkable there is if Intel was a $240 stock, that would have quite a difference. It's only a $44 stock. So, you know, you have a huge percentage move to the downside, but price-weighted index, man. You know, you're talking about, what is that? That's like a 5% move, you know? If you had a 5% move in Goldman, man, just to put things in perspective.
Totally. Yeah. Now, Intel, you know, you come down hard yesterday with volume. So the gap is wide open to get hit now, 41.57.
And of course, so this has to do with the processors, right? I'm sure people have been hearing about it, where they have the problem with the ability for hackers to get in there. And there's still kind of the battle of PR as to...
Oh, they come out and denied it
just
yesterday.
Intel, right. Well, they didn't deny it. They said it's just not us.
Right.
They said it's everybody.
Right.
But reports are that it's kind of just them, from what I hear.
Yeah, right.
But there's a lot of professionals trying to dig into that, and I saw Microsoft was tied into that somehow, but Microsoft's up today, so they're not... but yeah, look at AMD. AMD positive again today, up 60 cents, only a $12 stock. So the market is saying, no, this is an Intel problem. We'll see if that's
And Victoria's Secrets is getting smoked. L Brands. This is, and we were talking about this before because Amazon looked like they were taking some of their business.
Yeah.
You know, it's down $8.53, and this is, that's quite a whack, right?
That is.
You know, so.
Can you go into the news and see what
they have to say?
Somebody's got something to say.
Drops and disappointing holiday sales.
So they adjusted their So holidays weren't especially kind to L Brands. The owner of Victoria's Secret shares fell as much as 14% after it reported disappointing same-store sales for December.
Yeah.
The latest results renew concerns, of course, about them.
Traffic.
Falling foot traffic as part of the comeback. Yeah.
Because they're a mall store, you know.
Oh, I agree, for sure.
You know. And
it seems like that could be a destination too, though. I mean, that's everybody knows Victoria's Secret. Everybody knows the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
It does.
So it's not just something you have to stumble upon. But guess what? I mean, it obviously matters. I guess, right? It must.
Well, yeah.
So here's just December comp sales climbed 1%, short of the estimate 1.4. I mean, look at that. That's not that big of a deal, though. They had comp sales up 1%,
right?
And they were looking for 1.4.
Grow or
down
die.
14% on that news. Oh my God! Albrain sees fourth quarter profit, excluding some items, of a $2 charge, short of analyst estimate of 205. Let's see if they actually have what they guided down. No, so they just kind of guided down, said 1.6. Maybe you know, it might not be the 1% versus 1.4. It might be seeing their fourth quarter profit decline. You know, forecast. Saying they're kind of giving a heads up here. Things aren't going to be as rosy as we thought, and that's a scary moment because you really don't know how bad and what they're sugarcoating as to what it might be. Maybe not just December, but going forward.
So the marijuana stocks, we got Canopy. So Canopy is down, what's that, 10%, all right? Now, it's intriguing because these things, you know, I was talking about it yesterday, the extension in these was pretty insane.
Crazy.
And we had out here this morning, folks, is that, let's see, where is it?
There you go, right at the top.
Right at the top? Okay. So, let's see.
The Party of States' Rights. Let's hear it.
Yeah, the Party of States' Rights. Jeff Sessions decided that he's going to change...
He's going to decide that states that vote for something don't matter. Go ahead. Sorry.
Right. No, that's right.
I can't help but be sarcastic, man. You know,
there's no
in terms of what we have going on in the world, that somehow the federal government
just in case people don't know, we got to tell them what's going on. So what's going on, folks? Let's get the actual story. What's going on? Is that the story?
That was definitely the story.
Okay.
On report, U.S. to rescind.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
So cannabis companies, including, you know, and they list the ones.
Yeah.
Plunged on a report that U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions will rescind policies allowing for the expansion of legal marijuana without federal intervention. So the Obama policy was that in states that had legalized it, the federal government wasn't going to go in there and prosecute.
Right.
And that's now going to be changed. It's that simple, you know?
Right.
So states that have legalized it, it's now up to the discretion of, and how do they put it? Let's see.
Of the U.S. attorneys.
In that, so it would leave it to the U.S. attorneys where pot is legal to decide whether to aggressively enforce federal marijuana law.
And what happens is that, what's intriguing there
up in the air.
is that the way this works, now that's not even an elected official. So there's going to be trouble because the administration puts the U.S. attorneys in.
Yes.
That's not an elected office.
Yes.
So that's going to be, they tell them, hey.
And that's the U.S. attorneys. That's not like the Attorney General for the state.
That's correct. That's the U.S. attorney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, a lot of angst in the cannabis sector this morning, I would anticipate.
Yeah, so let's look at a few others. Let's see.
Back it up one. Just, there you go. Yeah.
ZCN. Okay, so, you know, that's not down that bad for what the news would be. You know, I think it's going to be
10% is quite a haircut. In
MJNCN.
What you just? I think MJN.
MJN.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think. All right, there it is, right there. Let's try this one. That's Kronos. Let's see what that's doing. Okay, so that's down 126.
About 10% as well.
Yeah, so this retracement's going to happen.
And I mean, what's a shame is, I think cannabis should be legal regardless, but the shame is that of all the things that U.S. attorneys have to deal with, prosecuting marijuana in states where it's legal, just on a time basis, is a shame.
Sessions' quote is that you go from marijuana to heroin.
Yeah, and I also think that good people don't smoke pot, and you know, if that's the case, then we have a lot of horrible people in this country.
Oh my God!
So you know, it's just a shame.
So it's going to give us a shot to get in.
There's a pullback you were talking about. you said, you know, there's your pullback, man. There's your pullback. So
it's going to be the pullback. And if you saw you know, what was the guy's name? Marcus on The Prophet.
Marcus Lemonis.
You know, I said to Tommy as soon as we came in this morning, I says, those people that were on
so just to preface it, his last show he did on California and kind of the cannabis operation, because guess what, man? He's a businessman.
Right.
And those businesses are rocking.
And that was Humboldt County, right?
Yes.
So
that's in Colorado, right? Or, no, California. California, yes.
So when I was watching it, it's like, oh my God, these people are taking such a risk. I thought anyway.
Oh,
Do you know what I'm saying?
And they kind of recognized it, you know, as in they talked about those risks.
Right. I just mean being on TV, too, being on the show.
Right.
Because if they're going to go after someone, that would be the symbol, right? You know what I mean?
No, you just open yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, where there's more scrutiny, right? Are you in line with every regulation?
Right.
You know, there's so many regulations, which that's okay. You know, there's regulations in the alcohol business. There should be regulations in the cannabis business.
Oh, yeah.
And but you know, like any business, it's really tough to be in line with every single regulation. And so if they want to come after you, man, they can probably find a way to come after you in a business that is so heavily regulated.
And
like
those guys out there, it'd be easy because a lot of them were in this business for a long time. So
it'll be interesting how it goes.
Exactly. How far are they going to go back?
I agree.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials. Oh, yeah, we're going to have gas numbers at 10:30.
There you go.
And it's freezing out here. It's beautiful in Florida. It's 51 today, though. Dow is up 167. Nasdaq is up 16. S&Ps are up 14.5. We'll come right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Natural gas fell 206 BCF. They were looking. That's what they were looking for. I think we said yesterday, right?
I think it was 220, 208, somewhere around there. We're pulling up the contract on the Nadex platform. Gotta love the live quotes you can get on there, even on the demo account. So there's your 1030 bar. We're about 40 seconds into it, of course, on the news, and getting a little bit of volatility to the downside, which is interesting.
Well, you know what's so deviant is that it's so cold out, right? And
is it? Okay.
and you're still trading like at this number, right?
Yeah.
And you know what was wild? I was thinking of Ed Young yesterday, right?
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I know. So Ed had told us this story, folks. This is a great story. And I forget whether it might have been a natural gas story, or I think oil and natural gas, right? This is years ago. What had happened is that at the CME, right, people are trading, and you had the bulls and the bears fighting, of course, right? And what had happened is someone on the outside turned around and either... Oh, I know. No, it was a drought story. That's what it was.
Okay.
And
I kind of remember where it was going.
Right?
Yeah.
And they pushed water coming down the windows and everything, you know.
And so then everybody thought it was raining.
Exactly.
And
so the drought was over.
Maybe it was.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So
weather matters in commodities.
It does. It does. And when I was,
that's before people had cell phones and they could say what's going on.
2 seconds. Exactly. But yesterday when we were talking with Tom from Plymouth.
Yes.
I think he called in the afternoon too. I'm not sure. We were talking about how cold it was, right? And I was thinking of Ed, and I says, you know what, man? I says, this is just so deviant that everyone's going to want to buy the natural gas because it's so cold, but everyone knows that, okay, how long is the cold spell going to be here, or is it baked in the numbers?
And all I was going to say, keep in mind that we were just at 260, 265. Right. So we did get a bump. This isn't just hanging at 3. You know, we got a bump from 260 to 3. I mean, you're talking about 15% increase very recently.
Right. And that's 4,000 a contract.
Yeah. So, I mean, just pulling this back, does it go back that far? Yeah, there you go. And let's just pull in, where are we on that chart? Hold on, I'm going to get show. There we go. We'll get the data. So what data are we talking about? Yeah. Man, December 27th, we're at 264, you know? I mean, that's nothing. Just a week ago, we're up 15% in a week. So we did, but it is interesting that it all happened ahead of this. So it was that jump where the smart people said,
it's going to come.
Look at this. The whole next week, the country's going to be crushed. And it kind of shot up in those 2-3 days, and now it's just kind of hanging.
And I guess today that whole Boston thing, just when I was just coming in, they're saying a foot, and the winds are going to be pretty bad.
Yeah, everyone stay safe up in Boston. We got lots of listeners because
they're talking about hurricane winds.
That's the scary part is it's so cold too, and you got all the wind, so you get the wind chill, and then you get the snow. What happens when I haven't been up there in a while, thankfully, with snow like that. But you know, when it's that cold and then it's all freezing, so you get this snow that falls and then it turns to ice so quick, right? It's not that fluffy snow that you can get it off your driveway or the roads. It's all ice, and that's the tough part, man. Those roads, get that salt out there, the sand.
You know, did you see that story? It got so cold that 2 sharks they found, that the sharks are caught coming out of Cape Cod.
No.
Yeah,
what, froze in the water?
They died, yeah. And they weren't the great whites. They were nurse sharks or something.
Okay. But I was going to say, sharks are like dinosaurs, man.
But they should have been out of there.
They're obviously in the wrong place.
Before, you know.
They just have to be in deeper waters probably or something. Or
that's a crazy story. Like, that's pretty bad.
It is. It is.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look.
I tell you what, before we join, I was just going to say Tesla. Can we take a look? Because that's an interesting story. We talked about energy, right? We're talking about oil, electric cars. Tesla taking some heat with that Model 3.
Down $7.
You know, it made me think of, you did a nice bit on the TD Ameritrade Network a while back talking about Tesla, right? And all those production estimates they had, and just how fast they were supposed to ramp it up.
Right.
And how kind of behind the curve they were. And then, of course, they come out, yesterday and say, we're behind the curve.
And so check this out. I was working out with Nico yesterday morning. So he's one of the guys that has audited one of these.
Originally, he put down, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
for the Model 3, he put down like $1,000 personally. Yep.
So, and what happened, folks, is that we're working out. This is 7 in the morning, and he gets a text from Tesla.
Okay.
And the text is saying that, you can expect another text in the next few months for an update on your Model 3.
Okay.
That was yesterday morning. So I had asked him, how's it work? He says, well, what will happen is that they'll say it's ready. I can go take a test drive, get my money back if I don't want it. Then
Sure. You always have that option to get the $1,000 back until you sign the paper.
So I cracked up. This came out yesterday afternoon. Yeah. So it's like they probably text everyone because that was supposed to get delivered like 6 months ago.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he's happy that it's not.
Yeah,
because he doesn't know what he wants to do yet.
I knew he was hesitating, Nico, and I thought he might have already pulled it. We're taking his $1,000 back, but it's only $1,000. I say that as in you can get it back.
Right.
So it's kind of like a cash flow deal, and that way you reserve your spot in line.
You do.
And you stay there.
And so
it's not a bad deal if you think you're going to get one.
No, it's a great deal. Because you wait to the end. What if it's another year from now?
Right.
And it's like, okay, yeah.
And then you get to look at the competition around it and say, do I want that Model 3? Right. Well, guess what? Volvo might have an electric car by then. Right. Or maybe they have one coming in 6 months that's worth waiting for. Yeah, I saw...
And that is that high volume low. That thing wants to get tested.
I saw an article yesterday, I think it was California, saying that by 2040, they're going to regulate that they all have to be
no more gas cars.
No more gas
There's
cars.
California and one other state.
Okay.
I saw
and that one makes sense. 23 years. I mean, that's a whole generation. We should not have. I mean, we already have beautiful electric cars right now. In 23 years.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a couple really nice sports cars, right?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And I'm going to put them so you and your kids and your grandkids will have them because they'll be worth a fortune.
Oh, I agree.
Seriously, do you know what I mean? Like 50 years. And 50 years will be quick.
I agree. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
I wonder how that works. So obviously everything, I say obviously, but you anticipate everyone's going to be grandfathered in, right? You know, they're not going to take anybody's cars or say you can't drive it. They're just going to say you can't sell new cars.
Unless Jeff Sessions says that it's illegal now.
The sarcasm hour, and I know.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. Okay.
Hey, why not?
Hey. Yeah. No, Jeff Sessions, the party, they're going to say you have to drive a car that pumps out twice as much smoke.
What happened? States' rights, man. States' rights. You gotta love it.
Gotta.
Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume. Well, actually, let's go to the gold stocks first and see what we got here. So, you get that's hanging tough, man. This is good. This is strong on gold. This is, we get the GDX only down 8 cents. You know, you had volume both days, so now you're over the swing point on daily on the weekly. And my point is that let's go to the 10 for a second, because what's happening with the 10-year also, folks, is that it's testing the lows of last week, and it looks like it's going to hold, which is going to be a mind blower. If this actually holds that 123.12, it's going to be so unusual in the context that you have a hot jobs number, right? So the Fed should definitely be going up, but the market keeps buying these 10s because they're not getting crushed.
Yeah.
You know, and if they're not getting crushed, then gold's still going to go, which is that there's an anomaly out here that it's like, okay, man, where's this whole thing going?
Sure.
King Dollar, we're gonna get a lot of information out of King Dollar today too, and the reason being is that went up yesterday, you had volume on the way up. Now we really don't have volume on the way down here. You know, we had 16,000 yesterday, I think, going up, but it was going into 21,000. Yeah, 17,000. That was going into 21. But if right now we've only done 9,000, so we'll see. It looks like that's going to be just a test of those lows right now.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Where's she at?
298, so a little bit spike lower. We were at about 302 when that news came. So we'll see, down about 4 pennies.
Coming right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 182. You get the Nasdaq up 27. S&Ps are up 17. It is pretty amazing. You know, the Nasdaq, of course, was the big number the last couple days. Still up almost 0.4%. The Dow, though, is taking over right now. And that Dow's been the laggard actually is the Russell 2000. But guess what? Give it a few more days and maybe that'll change.
Because right past 25,000, 25,100,
yep.
And in a blip, no time.
Right.
Can you go back into what's driving it again?
Yes.
Because Goldman is putting just huge numbers, I expect, out of that 178 in this.
Yep. So we take a look at it. Yep, 33 points.
Still, and IBM, and Triple M, UNH.
And Goldman's going to be cool to watch, folks, and the reason being is this: the $250 is a number that you want to watch at the end of the end of the month, because what happened here is yesterday we actually came down with volume yesterday on Goldman, and if you bring this back, what you're going to see, this was a major breakout on Goldman. It took 10 years to get there, at 250.70, and you can see when we took it out, this was dramatic, meaning the amount of shares that we took it out with, it was so anemic. It was 53 million, I think. Yeah, 53 million versus 277. So what happens in something like that is that if it stays over it, listen, it can go higher. But if you get back underneath that, that's a major failure.
Okay.
So
sure.
It's going to be intriguing watching it. And now, because of the daily, the way it came down yesterday, Goldman will give us a lot of information today also. Because you're at 947,000. It should be able to do 3 million. But if it doesn't, guess what?
Yeah.
That's going to give you some great information.
I agree.
Yeah. So
that would really trail off, right? Especially a day like today, a lot of hoopla,
exactly.
25,000, Goldman pushing it up too.
Totally.
How about, can you just go to description for them? I just want to see the market cap for Goldman. What are they at? 100 billion. Okay, what about Intel? Can we see? Because I'm always curious for the price weighted, how skewed things get.
It is. It is.
So check that out, man. Intel, twice the company, okay?
Yeah.
200 billion versus 100 billion. And meanwhile, they mean nothing because they're a $43 stock.
Right.
And Goldman means everything.
Right.
Meanwhile, Intel is twice the size of the company of Goldman.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that when I pulled it up. It's like a perfect example.
It is.
That Intel's twice the market cap, and meanwhile they have a menial effect on the Dow because they just happen to be a $43 price, which is a meaningless number, literally meaningless in terms of market cap.
Right. Right.
They could do a split, they could do a whatever, you know, and it changes everything.
That's so wild,
It is crazy, man.
It's really hard to wrap your head around it.
You know, there's just it's just something to be aware of. You know, if you ever trade in Dow futures, anything like that, you better be aware of how the high price stocks are going to do.
Right.
Because
that's all that really matters.
That's all that really matters.
That's the weighting. It's a price weighted structure.
Who came up with that? No.
I know
seriously, right? I feel like if I was in a room of you know, executives trying to decide that, and somebody was like, "Why don't we just do it on price?" Like, what are you talking about? You know, I'd be like, in what world would that make sense? But somehow that's the way it rolls.
And it almost, you know, they have this a Biddison chart. Let's see. There's a chart that these financial advisors always used to show, and
what did it speak to?
What it shows is that the Dow always has gone up.
Okay.
What they don't have in there is that there's only one Dow stock that's still left, which is GE.
Okay.
And so it's kind of the same thing we're talking about.
It's manipulated.
It's not what you're looking at. You know, Ibison. It's an Ibison chart. That's what it is. And as you look at it, it's like, wow, man, this just always goes up.
Sure.
And what they don't show is that companies have gone bankrupt. They put another stock in it. Just like, I mean, I remember when Microsoft.
They trade them out, right?
I remember when Microsoft and Intel were not in the Dow.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Right. No, that doesn't make sense either. I mean, they're you know, drivers of the economy for sure.
You know, so pretty wild, man.
It is.
Let's go over and we take a look. Let's go take a look at these small caps because it's intriguing. These small caps are still struggling. No, let's see. RTAH8. Not currency. How about an indice? So they pop up. We got to 1564 this morning. You got 1556. The highs. Oh, good. Oh, look at it, just missed the high. My God.
60 cents, man.
Yeah.
Highs 1564.70.
Yeah.
We got to 64.10.
Yeah, so today's going to be a big day.
Yeah.
You know what happens with these small caps, they can push them around quite a bit, man.
Yeah.
But if we take a look at the IWM, you're going to see, let's see, 155.15. That's good. At least you're going to...
We get it over there? We did.
Yeah, and we're 154.45. At close on the 154.77. Well, you know...
I'm just going to check this one out.
Yeah, that's the one.
55.41.
Didn't hit it yet.
55.50.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see where the small caps are going to go.
Yeah.
But they're struggling. There's no doubt about that. And there's gold. That's man, Peter from Park City. Look at that. Gold's taking off again.
Definitely.
The dollar's done, man. This is going to be really intriguing watching this. Well, we'll see if the volume can come in today, but it's a big number, man. There's buyers in gold. There's no doubt about that. Let's take a look at the gold. Yep.
Quite a run.
Huge.
Yeah.
If you look at the volume, man.
Yeah. Where are we looking at volume?
Right up here.
Okay.
That's monster.
Can we put it on the chart just for context?
Yeah, you'll see.
Oh, yeah, early in the day.
Oh, my God.
What time's gold close at? 1:30, I think?
Yeah. We did 352,000 yesterday, which is huge.
Yeah.
But 257,000 at 10:30 in the morning is a monster.
And I think, that probably has to do a little bit with that ADP number coming in. The economy rates.
Someone just came in this market. Look at this. Here it is right here.
So that's right around when that news was coming out. 8:20. I think it was 8:30, right? Did it come out?
Yeah.
So right ahead of the news, with the news, kind of plowing into there.
They're buying it.
Yep.
They're buying it.
How about just AMD and Intel? Can we see where those two are today and how big of a move they're at right now? Because they're continuing the trend. Yeah, look at that. So AMD up another 80 cents after quite a run yesterday.
And Intel is down a couple bucks.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Climbing back, though.
Yeah. And that's what it did yesterday. Listen, with this much volume, you can see Intel yesterday, people were buying it. People saying, hey, it's not a big deal, but bottom line, it's dangerous.
What's interesting is the story hasn't been told yet, as in I don't quite understand it yet. Nobody, I'm sure there are people in the technology world that understand it better than I, but just there's conflicting headlines that I see.
Right.
Where Intel is trying to spin the story that it's not just them.
Right.
This is an industry-wide processor problem.
Right.
See, you know, look at reality on Intel's chart. There's just headlines that go against each other. So, the world's biggest chip makers and software companies, including Intel and Microsoft, are coming to grips with the vulnerability that leaves vast numbers of computers, smartphones. I mean, right away. So I saw this headline. I go, "Oh man, is Microsoft getting hit?" No, they're not. They're up today. So this is where I get lost in what, you know, why poor Microsoft. Can you imagine them getting grouped into this headline?
And so it's Google researchers that discovered this feature.
Yeah, it was Google Labs, which is you know, they discover the feature present in almost all of the billions of processors that run computers that could give cyber attackers unauthorized access to sensitive data. I know.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. You have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 150. Nasdaq is up 26. S&Ps are up 15.5. We have gold up 220. Marching higher. Dollar getting destroyed, down 341. Coming right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A share bull and bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 153. You get the Nasdaq up 24. S&Ps are up 15. Bitcoin's down 472, trading 14,582.
So let's check in on it. First, quick natural gas, $2.99, about $3. We're at about 302, maybe 303 as that news broke. So a little bit lower, not too much action. I mean, we were just down there as of 9 a.m. this morning, so nothing too dramatic. But yeah, Bitcoin. So some volatility, man. Let's get in here. Did you see last night? So we had trade right now, 14,523.
Yeah.
I said, pull this back a little bit. So this is last night.
Right.
At about 9 o'clock. we're up at almost 15.4. 4 in the morning, we're down at 14.2. Talking about $1,200 move, almost a 10% move, right? Maybe 8%. And from there, even we're up 330. So right now, of course, Nadex, they have their spreads expiring tomorrow. Fridays at 3 o'clock.
Friday already? This is a short week.
It's nice having 4-day short weeks, right?
I know.
So we're at 14.530 right now.
Yeah.
And so right now it's trading 14.575 by 14.680. Yeah, so pretty close. You know, and this is because the square middle of this spread is going to be 7,500 away from the top or the bottom.
Yeah.
So 7,500, 13.6 is going to be the middle.
Right.
So the reason why these are a little bit above the indicative is because right now, if you wanted to sell it, you're able to risk 650 to make 850. So they're going to make you sell it at $40 above the market, you know.
Right.
Not the end of the world, really, in the span of when we dropped 1,200 in a 5-hour period.
Right.
And on the reverse side, you know, if you were bullish, you could be buying it.
I know.
Same deal. Pretty cool.
Amazing.
It is.
Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up, and then we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back this afternoon.
And Andy Hecht is back, 5 o'clock.
That's a beautiful thing. Our man, he'll be growling and prowling.
Commodities. Plenty to talk about.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.